Tell us a little bit about yourself and your role here at the school and what made you decide to do Dual Language Academy.
So I'm Kelsey Parish, and I started Soul & Son Dual Language Academy August of last year, 2025. I went to teach abroad in the Dominican Republic as a dual language immersion teacher, but the opposite, in English. I saw firsthand how these kids were speaking two languages, code switching back and forth, and it was very natural to them.
So for those that don't know what dual language immersion is, dive into that a little bit as far as like why it's important.
So dual language immersion is school in Spanish. Their core academics, reading, math, is done in Spanish. And so we teach them from age 2, 80% Spanish, 20% English. As they get older, as they become more proficient in Spanish, then we will add more English in. So eventually they're going to get all subjects in both languages. So this concept is for both students who speak English at home and want to learn Spanish, but it's also for students who speak Spanish at home that want to maintain that language and culture while also being exposed to English. They might think, oh, if my kid is 2 and they're still learning English, and then I teach them Spanish, like, isn't that going to confuse them? Well, research over the past 30 years has shown that no, it doesn't. It actually improves their cognitive development. And across Europe and other countries, children are learning 3, 4 languages. And we see across the board that these children have higher academic development. Bilingualism is on the rise. You know, employers, like 80% of employers seek bilingual help that are both bilingual, biliterate. We might think, oh, because Spanish is hard for me, it's going to be hard for my kids, but that's just not true.
The children absorb it much faster. And
yeah, I mean, they are very comfortable in the environment.
What gap in the community were you hoping to fill?
So Franklin doesn't have preschool for 2-year-olds. Preschool is intentional academics for 4 hours.
How's the school structured now, and how do you plan to grow over the next couple years?
Well, we started with pre-K 2, 3, and 4, and then we have a combined kindergarten and first class. We started our first year with up to first grade with that combined class. Next year, those kids will move up, and we will add a kindergarten class. Every year, we will move our oldest children up until we're through middle school. So we have a year-round academic calendar. But what it does is it provides consistency and stability all year with more breaks to prevent burnout.
What do parents tell you they notice the most?
You know, we teach character, we teach Christ, and we teach culture. But ultimately, we're teaching these kids how to be great citizens, great members of their community, teaching them to love God and love others.
What do you like most about Franklin?
Well, I was born and raised here. This is home. But moving away just made me really appreciate it. I appreciate the people here, the small town atmosphere, and the safety of it.
So tell us a little bit about what made you decide to put your children in dual language academy.
Being able to have this experience, especially in a small town like Franklin, is like just one of a kind. The major difference with Soul & Son is just like teachers really meeting my kid where they're at and really caring about their development. They're very patient with them. They're very hands-on. I think the small class sizes are wonderful. Something that we really like, and I've noticed with my kids, is just like the faith-based part of it has been so influential. Like my kids, I mean, we help them, but I've noticed like them growing and learning how to pray at home, and they have chapel here.
What does it feel like to have your kid in a school that values multiple cultures?
We love it. We love that they're in a school that really has a broader worldview. They're able to see the different sides of a different culture, but also I think just them being a better person overall. And I think that's just so valuable in a way that we didn't think possible until this school was made. And yeah, we haven't been disappointed. We've had a great experience so far.
What's the process of, someone that might be interested in putting their children in Soul & Son?
So you would go to our website at soulandsondla.com. We have an interest form that parents fill out, and then I set up a parent tour. So I require that parents, you can't just enroll. I have to meet the parents. We do a walkthrough and a tour of the school. We let the child kind of interact with the class and see, if they're a good fit. So the last Monday in February 23rd, we're going to have an open house here at the school where parents can come in and kind of see us in action. So businesses, individuals, churches can sponsor a student in their tuition. So our pre-K students get no financial aid. Our elementary school students get the North Carolina Opportunity Scholarship. So we do that program to help parents who might not be able to afford it otherwise. And we focus on single parents. We focus on parents who are actively working in ministry, like pastors and first-generation immigrant families. We have our annual Copa Primavera golf tournament that's going to be in Sky Valley on April 24th. So that is a great opportunity to either golf and get together a team or to advertise for your business.